Mitch the Book Monster here to do another long awaited video. I did my Beetlejuice sequel video on Halloween Day. So the other video I've been promising is Deadpool and Wolverine Thoghts review, however you want to look at this. Although I don't go beat by beat or general overview of the movies at all, or at least try not to. It's just giving my impressions of movies, and same goes for books if I happen to review or talk about books in a form. To let you know, um, not a full-on review. It's just my thoughts on whatever. But this is my thoughts on the MCU Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Now I did watch this a few weeks ago. I forget if it was before or after the Beetlejuice sequel. I'm almost positive it was afterward, but um, and then I just watched it again this afternoon, a couple of hours ago. So my thoughts are, it was really good. Um, in comparison to any of the other Marvel cinematic movies or properties, because there's more than just movies now. There's, cartoon animated or live action series. There's, well, I believe that's it. Just the Marvel Cinematic Movie Universe and um, animated and live action series on Disney Plus. So that's the three categories they deal with now. Personally, I wish they would stick to the long form of the movies, one and done, or maybe two or three movies per character, like they started out with way back in 2008 with Iron Man, Tony Stark. Just my opinion. Anyway, so on Deadpool Wolverine, like I said, it was really good, great. As a matter of fact, really great to see Hugh Jackman back as Logan Wolverine. He started playing the character of Logan Wolverine back in 2000 in the first live action X-Men movie directed by Bryan Singer, distributed by Fox, 20th Century Fox. So it's really nice, really an honor to see him portray the character yet again. Uh, and if you're familiar with Deadpool, the character at all, um, then you'll know this isn't a movie for the kids. Even though it's a comic book adaptation, not a comic book character that is kid friendly. Unless you don't mind what your kids watching Deadpool throw out F bombs and making lewd gestures and innuendos. I'm not going to judge, but if you're not, and most of us aren't okay with kids watching that, just know going into any of the Deadpool movies, of which now there are three: Deadpool 1 and 2, and Deadpool Wolverine. The first two were underneath 20th Century Fox umbrella, and this one brings character and Wolverine and the mutants in general into Marvel Cinematic. Um, so yeah, the movie is all over the place. First, I want to start with the soundtrack, and that might be an odd place to start talking about a movie, but um, it's just something that stands out to me the most about the movie, other than the acting or anything like that, or writing or anything else. Soundtrack is all over the place. You have music from groups like NSYNC, Goo Goo Dolls, Madonna. I believe Taylor Swift is incorporated. Taylor Swift. I don't know which one. I couldn't tell you. I think Taylor Swift song. Could be wrong on that. Could be somebody else. Even a song from the movie Grease is in there. Toward the end of the movie Grease, there's a song that Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. I almost said Elton John. Lord, no, Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta sing the song Shape Up or something. It's when they're all at the carnival, carnival at the end of the movie, I'm sure you know the song if you watch the movie. That song is in there when Wolverine and Deadpool fight in a Honda Odyssey of all things. Um, so yeah, like I said, you have selections from Madonna, NSYNC, Grease, Goo Goo Dolls, Taylor Swift, and few little groups you would think to be incorporated into a Marvel or comic book movie. But it works. Oddly enough, it's fitting. I can't explain it. Um, it just it um, so for the little bit of plot summary, Wade Wilson, Deadpool, pulled into this scheme of the TVA time variant agency, I think it is. Um, and his universe is about to end, about to be blown up or discontinued, however you want to put it. Because as the agent puts it, the savior of Wade's universe is no longer alive. And of course, Wade, dead being who he is, um, thinks, got to be talking about me, and uh, the agents laughed this off. Oh, hell no. We're not talking about you. I don't know where you got that idea. They are talking about Wolverine, Logan, um, and um, so there's like a montage of Deadpool going through all these different time periods with find Wolverine, and after uh after a while goes back to time agents and says, well, look, I found Wolverine. Don't have to do anything. Uh, my universe can stay as is. So they say, no, that's not the right one. So that's not the right Wolverine. The Woverine you brought is actually the worst of them all. as time goes on, Logan Wolverine finally divulges what happened, find out through the course of the movie what happened, that he is probably considered the worst Wolverine of them all. And so I'm not going to say here just in case um, you haven't seen the movie and are interested. I want to keep spoilers out of it. Major spoilers anyway. Then they're brought, they're sent, Deadpool and Wolverine to basically a deserted wasteland of um, characters, and they're brought in front of essentially Charles Xavier's twin or half sister. I forget which. I know, I believe Magneto is originally Charles Xavier's half brother, step brother, at least. But I believe he has a sister, or at least it is said in this movie, uh, he has a sister or half sister. Okay, comic book, fantasy, mutants suspend disbelief, right? So in this movie, he has a sister. Um, and in this desert wasteland, you not only meet Charles Xavier's sister, but beforehand, you meet up with some other comic book characters in the universe that are brought into the Marvel universe pretty much for the first time as far as the cinematic universe is, concerned. Such as Johnny Storm, portrayed by Chris Evans. Yes, I hear you out there. Chris Evans played Captain America for years in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So how dare they bring him back to the Marvel Universe as a different character? He also portrayed but wasn't part or hasn't been part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since the beginning, since 2008. Um, Keep in mind, it's reported and more than likely coming to happen where Robert Downey Jr. coming back into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not as Tony Stark. that died in game back in 2018 or 2019, but as a version of Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday for the MCU. So hey, um, it happens. It's going to happen. That they brought Chris Evans back as not Captain America, but as another Marvel character that he played for a little bit. So, um, and then there's other cameos that go along with this. Uh, After we meet up with Chris Evans, Johnny Storm, Fantastic Four character, later on we come across other Marvel characters that haven't been in the MCU proper, but I guess they may be part of it now. And those are Elektra, played by Jennifer Garner, played Elektra in the Daredevil, first Daredevil movie at least, and her standalone movie in the earlier mid 2000s. Again, movies distributed by uh, 20th Century Fox. Probably the first Marvel comic book character movie. I'm sorry for sorry for the delay. I just had a spasm. Uh, Probably the first um, Marvel comic book character put on screen for even X-Men, and that is uh, Blade, the vampire slash vampire hunter. Um, Played by Wesley Snipes. That was another R-rated comic book trilogy uh, based movies. So, and then somebody who hasn't really been portrayed very much in live action form, although in X-Men Origins, in the character was brought in, but you know, had maybe one quick uh, little scene, and that was it. I don't even know who played him in the movie. X-Men Origins Wolverine. but in this version, played by Channing Tatum, and that is Remy LeBeau Gambit. Um, I gotta be honest, nothing wrong with the casting. It's just very odd to hear um, Channing Tatum or really anybody put on that thick Cajun accent. Um, I'm from that area of Louisiana where we may call ourselves Cajun or be considered Cajun. I can't say I really know anybody that has a thick accent like Remy LeBeau Gambit character usually has. I'm sure they're out there. Um, I just barely know anybody. So kind it's kind of off-putting and strange to hear that accent, especially since it's part of my culture. Basically, nothing wrong with it. Um, I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm not saying they absolutely need to do it. Yeah. And then there's one other character brought in with Gambit, Elektra, Blade, and that's X-23 Laura from Logan. Um, but by this time, now, time has passed since Logan, and even though she was maybe like 10 years old in the timeline of Logan, probably in her late teens or 20s. Um, in Deadpool and Woverine. So anyway, without getting really any further into the movie itself, I really thought it was um really good or pretty much better than way better than I was expecting. Because honestly, I saw the first two Deadpool movies and didn't hate them, didn't really like them all that much either. Um, I think it was more of the style of comedy Ryan Reynolds and the Deadpool character is known for. I have that snarky sense of humor myself. in a movie, uh, anything, I can take it or leave it. Um, with that being said, Deadpool um, movies are fairly good, and Deadpool and Wolverine, personally, the best of the Deadpool offerings. Um, so probably the best MCU movie since Game, and or one of the best at least, because my top three MCU movies right now are Deadpool, Wolverine, In-Game, and Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings will hold a special place for me personally because I saw that movie at a time where um, I probably shouldn't have gone to a movie theater and see that, because that's at a time when, excuse me, movie theaters were probably scarcely open. That was in 2021. I'm sure we all are aware of what was going on in 2020 and 2021, and in part 2022 as well. I'm not going to bring that up here. But other than that, 2021 was also a period. There was also a period of that year where I was not here in Thibodeau or anywhere in Louisiana, anywhere near Louisiana, because Hurricane Ida was happening, and during Ida, a friend and I evacuated, um, and we ended up all over the place, but this time in particular, we ended up in Corpus Christi, Texas. And while we were in Corpus Christi, my parents said, Mitch, why don't you go see about theater movie can while you're out there. That's the hand I'm fan with. So while we were out there, lo and behold, right down the interstate from where we were staying was an IMAX theater, and Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings just come out. So I told Lindsay, that's my friend, um, more like a sister to me, that's the movie I wanted to see. So out there. We went to the IMAX theater, had 5 minute drive down the interstate from our hotel. Went and watched rings. So, um, yeah, that just holds a place in my mind, in my heart, um, for multiple reasons. So, and look, I will end the video saying this. I like comic book movies, especially Marvel MCU related movies or series. I'm not too big on the series, but I do like comic book related movies, such as, like I said, MCU, Batman, or Spider Man, or anything of that nature. And I know there's a few Superman fans and movies out there. So, what I want to end the video with is showing this off. If I can grab it, put it in camera for you, I'll do so.